Hi everyone, and welcome back to another StART program. I'm Miss Gail with the Red Bank Public Library, and this is StART, where stories and art collide. We're getting closer to the summer months, and I was looking on the shelves for anything to do about the beach, a day at the beach, and there are so many wonderful books out there. Whether you're young or old, there's always something with a beach theme. So take a few minutes to explore our shelves and go home with some great books. Keeping with my beach theme, I thought it'd be fun to make some baskets and pails. You're going to be needing some string and yarn, jute perhaps. Grab some seashells, sea glass, or anything for embellishments that you're inspired by, scissors, pencils, buttons, and a hot glue gun or very strong tacky glue. Grab some plastic containers out of the recycling and let's get started. One of the styles of baskets I made was simply with yarn and seashells. I made a little pinwheel inside the basket to cover up where the handle is glued to the container, and then simply put a seashell on top to cover more of the glue. This little basket, I will go into more detail later, how to make the pretty little pom-pom flowers, but see how easy it is to finish up the bottom of the basket. You just wrap things round and round. And I did add a little extra detail to the top of the container to cover up the edging of the plastic. This basket is embellished with seashell flowers, a bow, and the little pinwheels to hide the handle attachment to the inside of the container. But the jute I used was a heavy weight. It was very easy to coil and simple to glue each level of coil to the one below. The pail that I'm going to make now is about 4 inches, and as I said earlier, it's pretty simple. You're going to use the hot glue, drape a bit of string along the line of glue, press it down with something so you don't have to touch it with your actual fingers. I always use a clothespin or a chopstick, something like that, and go on to the next level, round and round until you finish. Now that the container is covered completely, it's time to make the little pinwheels and the handle for your pail. The pinwheels are very simple. Just grab about 10 inches of string or yarn, whatever you're using that complements what you chose for the covering, and just coil it on itself. You're going to make something about probably 1 inch to 1.5 inches. Going to glue it, make one for the other side of the pail, determine how long of a handle you'd like to make for your actual bucket, cut that, and you're good to go. Glue the pinwheel to the ends of the handles inside the container, and be sure that the unfinished end of the pinwheel is facing inside the basket so it looks more polished. Keeping with the nautical theme, I decided to use a sheet of tinfoil rolled up to make a life preserver. When you're rolling it up, don't flatten it too much because you want to keep a round shape, just like a life preserver, to it. To cover the tinfoil with the white yarn, I grabbed a clothespin and attached it to one end of the tube of tinfoil. It made rolling up the tinfoil so much easier. As you're rolling up the tinfoil, you may have to coax it back into a donut shape. You might pull too hard on the yarn and it will flatten it out. I also used a bottle cap to help me create that nice round life preserver shape that I was going for. To wrap up the details of the life preserver, I used a bit of jute and some red and white string. Simply wrapped it around and around and glued it together. Now we're going to make the little pom-pom flowers. It's really simple. Just need some yarn and a pencil and some scissors. Grab some yarn, lay it next to the pencil, leaving a tail of about 5 inches on both ends. The one end that's still attached to the ball of yarn, make a little loop, fold it in on itself, and then wrap itself around and around the pencil, working your way towards the other end of the pencil. I found as I was wrapping the pencil that it was easier for me to use the other hand, so I had to switch. Slide the yarn right off of the pencil. Be careful not to pull too hard on it. You don't want to lose the coils. Then you're going to gently take both ends of the string and pull the coils towards the center. Double knot the ends of the string, snip the ends, and then fluff up the little coils to create the little flower. Add a button for embellishment or a seashell, and it's good to go. Thank you once again for joining me in a StART program. And remember, keep on reading and have fun crafting. Bye-bye now.